In some more late-breaking news this afternoon, few details have been released, but we know there was an armed robbery at the First Midwest Bank in downtown Springfield. Officers arrived on the scene shortly after noon, responding to an emergency trip switch from inside the bank. We are told that 3 or 4 masked men broke into the bank and demanded money from the tellers. Several people were in the bank at the time of the robbery. All were treated medically here, but no injuries have been reported. Several witnesses have been taken to the police station for more questioning. Officers have been on the scene since moments after the attack, working to get a lead on who the robbers are. That's all the details we have for now, but as always, stay tuned for the latest breaking news on this story.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll have somebody clean it up later. I understand you had an interesting morning.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell me all about it? How many people, male or female, how tall they appeared to be? Any additional information would be great.
I think there were 2 or 3 of them, roughly all the same size, about this tall.
Is that from where you're sitting or is it standing up?
I think they were all this tall.
Oh, I think there were 4 of them, and they were only about that tall.
They were little weaklings. I mean, like I told you before, I was going to be able to take them down.
But they were average height, maybe 5'8".
And the second gentleman was somewhat smaller, maybe 5'10", 5'11", maybe around 190. He had on a kind of a light gray-ish jacket.
A lot of running around, a lot of noise, chaotic. They were really sloppy.
So you wouldn't say that they were what I'll call professional criminals, would you?
Well, I wouldn't call them professionals. I think maybe they may have cased the bank.
I didn't see anything
They knew
special,
exactly.
but then again, you know, I didn't go to school to be a bank robber.
Everything was just, it was very meticulous, right down to what they were going to do and how they were going to do it. They were
holding a gun on the girls, and they just told them, fill bag, just, put all the money in, so they
The
did.
bank was pretty well full, the vault, because I could see at a corner, and they pretty well cleaned
If
it out.
I were to rob a bank, I wouldn't pick that one. They don't have any money.
And there were a couple that were just holding me back, because, man, I was about to go vicious.
Did these men point guns at you?
I'm sorry.
The bank was just, it was loaded.
About this tall. No,
I
maybe this
swear,
tall.
it would be more lucrative to rob a lemonade stand.
I do know they left running toward the door.
Oh, you look tired. So how'd it go? Any leads?
Man, these people are driving me crazy. Are you sure all those people at the same bank this morning? They swear they saw what they saw, but nothing matches up.
So what are we gonna tell the press?
I don't know.
Earlier today in downtown Springfield, the First Midwest Bank was robbed. After a day of investigating and searching, police haven't released any details as to who the robbers were.
We are certain we'll have a fairly good handle on the robbery details and also a list of the suspects that the public can keep an eye out for. But we do ask that anyone with additional information please contact us.
Oh, those poor policemen. If only someone had been in the bank, they would know exactly Ed, are you awake?